Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hi everyone, I'm standing on the banks of the James River in Richmond, Virginia. We came up with our friends this weekend to do the VCU Health 8K. Haley and Nita and I are going to run that race. And there's also an Anthem half marathon. Kevin and Michael are going to do that. It's hard to find a nicer city in the fall than Richmond. It's steeped in history. There are so many wonderful shops and restaurants, museums. There's so much to do. Richmond's a university town. Virginia Commonwealth University is right here in the city. And so on top of all of the modern university buildings, you also have it interspersed with all of the original architecture, since Richmond is one of the oldest cities in the USA. There's a lot of British influence here since, of course, the river is named after James I. And right behind me, spanning the river, you can see these wonderful pedestrian bridges. It's a very walkable city, and so you can get all the way from one side of the river to the other. And there are lots of parks scattered all throughout the city. Very picturesque, lots of places for children to play, statues everywhere, and I have to say we've seen the greatest number of murals all over the walls. It's really visually a very lovely city. So we decided to take a trolley tour through RVA Tours. It was a 2-hour tour. We weren't sure what to expect, but honestly it was really good. The guide was excellent. And in addition to trolley tours, they also do Segway tours as well. So we highly recommend it, and we'll link to the website at the description below.
We're at the Edgar Allan Poe Museum. And then that stone house right there is the oldest standing stone house, I think, in Richmond, right?
Yes, the stone came from Liverpool, England, and it was used as ballast on a returning ship just to keep it balanced, and then they were just going to throw it in the lake or river, and then they rescued it and built this house from it.
There's our boy Ed with some macaroni.
This place is a little freaky. One of the good things about running a race near where you live is you can go up there with some buddies.
Yeah.
And enjoy it with the whole crew. Alright guys, caught another buddy out here on the run from our running group.
Hey!
He's obviously more impervious to the cold than I am.
Wisconsin!
There it goes. Alright, so you just finished the training program.
Yeah.
13 weeks.
Yeah.
And was it with this race in mind?
I did the Charlotte Marathon, but this is the second one I wanted to do.
What was the Charlotte one?
Last weekend.
Right, so I just caught up with the crew from Inclusive Racing. So what's Inclusive Racing all
Inclusive
about?
Racing, it's all volunteers, just running with people that are physically and mentally disabled. So we're just out here supporting them.
How many of you all are out here today? Just your one group of four?
Yeah, so we usually run teams of 4 to 5. There's probably 10 to 12 athletes. Different teams. Running the half. Elsie's doing a great job. Yeah, Elsie's the star.
First half.
Elsie, good job. It's a great thing that you all do.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And
Thanks
so
for the support.
Yes, so Inclusive Racing. Yeah! Hey, right there. We got Brian. Go Brian. Another Inclusive Racing group. Yes. Closing in. It's going to be halfway there soon, everybody. So. So you guys are great. Thanks for doing that. All right, Brian. Big wave. All right, so I caught up with the Steeler fan, and the big question is, do you run a lot faster when your team kicks butt on the Thursday night game?
Of course I do.
That's what I
You put
thought.
up 50 points, you get to go to bed early.
Are you here from? Pittsburgh?
Grew up in Pittsburgh, now live in Northern Virginia. My wife and I love to come out and do races. That's what we do. My wife and I met at a race. Been married for 10 years, so it's kind of our thing to do together.
Wonderful. Where's she right now then?
She is somewhere over here right now.
All right, so she's running the half
Yeah, she's doing the half today.
with you.
Let's do this.
All right,
Let's do this.
look at proud Buffalo Bill fan.
Yes, sir. Let's go Buffalo.
We already talked to a Steeler fan.
That's all right. We got the heart and soul.
There he
The
is.
ability to drink more than them.
There you see that a team, they got to know what you excel at.
Exactly.
And so,
Play to your strengths. Let's go Buffalo. See you at the finish.
yeah, my man. Thanks. Boy, if you want a race where you can finish strong and fast, it doesn't get any better than this one. They got a great finishing area down here along the water. All right, so we're all finished. Knowing about the finish line, chatting to some folks. So congratulations on finishing up. Have you run this one before?
Yeah, this is probably about 6 times, and this is my 20th half marathon today.
Wow,
So
congratulations.
I exceeded my goal time today by probably about 6.5 minutes. So I was real happy with it.
Wow, you
Real happy.
flew through it. So yeah.
Felt awesome. Just best weather ever today.
Here we are. All right, so we're all again knowing about the end here.
Yeah.
How to go today?
Went well. It's beautiful weather, great course. Yeah. I think we both PR'd, so it's great.
2 personal records.
Yeah.
Wow.
Take it.
Yeah, that's 2 for. Yeah.
Exactly.
So what's on the plan for the rest of the day?
Go home,
Wedding
get cleaned up,
pictures
and
too.
go to a wedding.
Really?
This is an ambitious day for us.
Just a standard Saturday.
Well, You guys definitely, you earned your drinks at the wedding.
Yes,
So,
that's the goal.
right. Well, great. Well, congratulations. Enjoy the wedding and the rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
All right. All right, back with Kevin here at the end. As you notice, Kevin, yeah, and he also has a nice dry shirt.
Go out to the living room.
If somebody cares enough to go back to get him a dry shirt.
Sorry.
Somebody didn't care enough to get me a dry one. But we were just saying, perfect weather today.
Yeah, great weather. Awesome race.
Awesome race. Good crowd, great support. So, and I know I've said it, but you can't say enough about that finish.
Oh no.
Down here. Actually,
the best finish I've done in a race ever.
Actually, here's the finish right here. Oh, this guy might be that's your marathon winner right there.
Oh wow.
I bet. So it's also Veterans Day weekend, and so I'm with ex-Marine Kevin. So thank you for that as well. So Kevin, how long have you been running?
Probably about 6 years now.
6 years.
Yeah.
And what got you started?
A buddy of mine wanted me to run the half marathon with Rocky Road. Ran there and liked it and kept going.
And you've done halves, fulls, ultras.
Ultras, yeah.
So what's
triathlons?
Triathlons, duathlons.
Yeah.
All right. So what's next on the docket?
Maybe another ultra.
Oh,
another trail ultra.
Just can't get enough.
No.
All right. Well, have fun. Thanks. Yeah, good weekend.
Yeah. Thank you.
In this race, they take all of the clothes that runners discard and they donate it to shelters. So if you ever do this race, bring like a sweatshirt and sweatpants that you don't really care about, and it'll go to a good cause, which is pretty awesome.
So this is the finishing area for the Richmond Marathon, half marathon, and 8K. They promote themselves as America's Friendliest Marathon, and I'll tell you, it's not too far off. The whole race, all the volunteers, everybody, it's a great race. The course that they have laid out certainly is flat. So we did the half marathon, Kevin and I. The girls did the 8K. Here are the medals. You can see they're similar. A little bit larger one for the half marathon. So one of the best parts about all three races is the downhill finish. It's probably for the last third to half mile. It's a steep downhill, and it just helps you fly down it. They start the different races at different times, and they do multiple waves for each race. The 8K starts at 7, the half at 7:30, and then the full at 7:45. And even though there are a lot of runners, the roads are really wide, so you never feel like you're hemmed in. You have plenty of room throughout. We're going to link the race website in the video description below, but I'll tell you too, whether you're a seasoned marathon runner or this is going to be your first time running an 8K, this is a great race to choose.
So this is For the Love of Chocolate in Carytown, which is about a 5-10 minute drive outside of Richmond. And they have got everything your heart could desire. Over here. Better lighting. All right, go ahead. that was good. All right, now next part.
Hi. Hello, good afternoon. So, what? You run out on Monument. So we finished up the Virginia Marathon, half marathon, and 8K. They promote
Richmond.
themselves.
It's not the only Virginia Marathon. The Virginia Marathon.
Here in Richmond, that took us all by surprise. It's wow.